when Kohler team approached me for this event called PechaKucha, I was really reluctant to accept this because they told me I'm not supposed to talk about architecture or even my works. And that's what I've been talking about up till now in a public forum like this. So PechaKucha, and my talks always used to be very serious kind of talks, and PechaKucha is a format which is, I think, more formal and casual, like what Dean just now presented, and that's not what my nature is all about. But then they convinced me a lot, and they said just a chit chat, and that's what I'm going to do now. So finally I accepted that, and then there was a big dilemma about what topic should I choose to talk. As you know, I'm introduced that I'm born and brought up in Kolhapur. And Kolhapur nestles nestles in the Sahyadri range, very close to nature. So I'm a great nature lover, and that has actually influenced my profession too. I like to drive in the Sahyadri range or Konkan areas on weekends and explore new places. So I thought that if I could talk about nature, that would be easier for me to finish my 20 slides and or 20 seconds each. So I decided to talk art imitates nature, and that's what I'm going to talk about now. So when I started thinking about, when I started working on the presentation, I thought of all art forms and also engineering drawings too. So that took me back to my school days. When I was a student in school, especially in 8th, 9th, 10th, I was a technical student, and I was studying engineering drawings. And whenever I used to finish an assignment, I used to be very happy and proud of myself and think as if I really invented something in geometry. But when I started working on PechaKucha topic, I realized that all these geometrical forms or shapes already present in nature, and a human being has hardly invented any new geometrical form or shape. You look at this pic, that's a simple, a normal coconut tree. It forms a perfect circle. And when I clicked this photograph, I initially thought probably it's an exceptional case, but then when I observed other coconut trees, I found that all of them almost have the perfect circle. And now look at this beehive. It forms perfect hexagonal shape. Or you see these straight lines or these triangles, or even the star-shaped. I think all these geometrical forms are already present in nature, and we hardly invented anything but just discovered them. Now, if you talk about, when I thought about forms, this is a famous peak of Grand Canyon where they almost look like built-up masses by human beings, but they're quite natural. So forms also, I think we have taken from the nature. We have learned cantilevers from the nature. That's what, when I went through these slides, I learned about. So, and other forms of nature, if you see, even our architecture, right, like something like those castles, which might have been inspired by the corals there. Then I started thinking about colors, and of course, it's quite common that that the sky sometimes displays the entire range of colors that we talk about and we use, and even the earth, or even the flora and fauna in the nature, which has almost all those so we call primary, tertiary, or all kinds of colors. So even colors are not really invented by us, but they might have been just copied. Then I thought about textures, and believe me, I did not find any new texture which we're now using as innovative textures. All of them were present in some form of nature. When I looked at this Anthony Gaudi's design of Sagrada Familia Church, I think it might have been inspired by some natural form as well. Or even sometimes I wonder what would have Van Gogh done without nature, because most of his work is related to nature. So, and even this Swarovski chandelier might have been again inspired by some natural arrangement of water drops. So I think even most of these arts, and then I started thinking whether we are the only species on this planet who are creative. And when I studied further, I realized that, now look at this slide, this puffer fish, which creates this symmetrical design so perfectly without using any mechanical instrument or aid. So, and same with this crab. If you see the way crab creates this kind of patterns on a seashore with, by making small sand balls, we sometimes wonder that the bigger, better creators than us. What do you think about these pigs? They are not abstract paintings on canvas, but they are the flock of birds flying in the sky making those forms. So I think there are a lot of other animals who are also creative. Pottery might have also been inspired from something like this. So that also, even the pottery has been now covered. So whenever I look at this spider web, I really admire the engineering of the nature. So ultimately, not just arts, but I think even the engineering has been inspired or imitated from the nature itself. Now, almost all art forms and even engineering, what we talked about is either inspired by or imitated from the nature. Now, guys, before I conclude, I would like to say that our generation is fortunate enough to get inspired or to imitate or to copy or to discover from the nature. Our next generation may not be that fortunate if we do not preserve or protect our environment. So I think we should gift our next generation, by sustaining it. Thank you.